Hey guys, and we are live. Welcome, welcome, welcome to our nightly live session. Guys, and tonight's topic is leading by example. So, good evening, everyone, and welcome to wherever you're watching from. Thank you for watching live or the replay. So, I would like to share to you something that's been on my heart. And the older I get, the more I realize this that people actually don't remember what we said. They remember how we live. Think about it, guys. If someone asked us today, who had the biggest influence on your life? Most of us probably would not mention the person who gave us the longest speech, right? We'd remember the teacher who stayed after class because they believe in us. The nurse who treated us with kindness during one of the hardest days of our lives. The patient who, oh, the patient. Napadyo ko sa work karon kay. Anyways, the parents that who quietly sacrifice so their family could have a better future. The friend who showed up when everyone else disappeared, right? When everyone else disappeared. We remember people whose action match their words, right? Because actions have leave those fingerprints on people's heart, right? And that's what I want to talk about tonight. Leading by example, guys. Yes. And anyhow, so for a very long time, I thought leadership meant standing in front of people, having a title, being an expert, having all the answers. But life has taught me something completely different. Leadership often happens in a quiet moment when nobody is clapping, when nobody is watching, diba? When nobody else knows the choice we made. The moment we really change the way I think about leadership, there was a season, guys. One moment really changed the way I think about leadership was when there was a season when life felt incredibly busy, okay? Working as a nurse or building a business, taking care responsibilities and trying to be present of my family. So like many of us here, I had every season to say, and I also have all the reason I can talk about, right? I'll do it tomorrow. One evening, guys, after a long day, I looked at the clock and thought that I could skip tonight. I could skip tonight's live, right, guys? But I didn't anyway. Anyhow, so I could skip tonight. No one would know, right? No one would be upset because I didn't do it, right? It would have been easy. But then another thought came into my mind. What if the person who needed encouragement tonight was counting on someone simply by me showing up, right? So, not being perfect here, just showing up. So, I did. That's why I'm here, guys. So, just show up, right? So, I did. I was tired today. Very, very tired. It was crazy day, okay? And absolutely crazy. Anyhow, did everything come out perfectly? Probably not. Absolutely not. But I showed up anyways. A few days later, guys, someone sent me a message, right? They said, "Oh, I almost gave up, but seeing you stay consistent reminded me uh, to keep going," right? I'll never forget reading that message. And because I wasn't trying to impress everyone here, I was simply trying to stay faithful to what I had committed to myself. And that's when I realized something that we never really know who's quietly watching us. Is it our children are watching? Our coworkers are watching? Or our friends are watching? Hi, friends. Or the people who follow our journey are watching. Not to judge us, but to see what's possible. Kana gid nga na naka-open jud sa ako mga eyes, guys, nga sometimes gani the greatest lesson we'll ever teach isn't something we say. It's something we consistently do. Diba? Think about nursing, guys. When we're new nurses, okay? We watch experienced nurses, we ask questions to them, we learn from them. Not just how they start an IV, not just how they chart, but we watch how they speak to the patients, how they stay calm during emergencies, how they treat families with compassion. Their action teach us long before their words do. Diba, guys? You love that kind of nurses. They treat with compassion. Diba? That's amazing, amazing. And their action is the one that teach us long before their words do. Do you agree? The same thing happens at home. Children don't become kind because we all tell them to be kind. No. They become kind because they watch kindness. They don't learn respect from lectures alone. They learn it by seeing respect live out every single day. And business is no difference here, okay? People don't follow perfection, they follow consistency. They follow integrity. They follow someone whose life reflects what they believe. And that's why tonight's business tip is so simple, yet it's very powerful, which is action is greater than words. Anyone can talk about their dreams, it's for free to dream, right? Anyone can talk about discipline, anyone can talk about growth, but eventually people notice who keeps showing up, who keeps learning, and who keeps serving, who keeps improving when nobody is cheering. That's leadership. Diba? And then one of the biggest lesson I've learned, guys, is that business is that one of the biggest lesson that I've learned here in this business is that we don't inspire people because we know everything. No. We inspire people here because we're willing to keep growing. We're willing to learn. We're willing to be beginners, right? And we're willing to keep moving forward even though when progress feels so slow. And I love that about our community, guys, because leadership here isn't about being above anyone else. No, it's about reaching back and helping people the next and helping the next person, right? Someone teaches us that like that. Okay, someone will teach us, then we turn around and teach someone else, right? It's like ripple effect, diba? Yes, guys, our leaders here will come and get you, pull you up, and you do the same exactly thing. Then we turn around and teach someone else's someone encourage us as well. Then we become the encouragement someone else's need, right? Someone believe in us before we believe in ourselves. Now, we get the privilege of doing the same for others. And that's why I love this business, guys, because I do this, especially in our community. I love to see people succeed here in our digital business. And that's how real leaders are built. You're not going to yell at them, you're not going to put more heavy duty for them. Instead, right? It's that's how real leaders are built, not through titles, not through recognitions, but through the daily choices. The choice to be patient, this choice to stay teachable, the choice to keep our word, the choice to encourage instead of criticize, the choice of showing up when it's inconvenient. Those choices may seem small, but over time, they become the example someone else follows. Maunang usahay guys that we don't even realize the impact we're making. We think we think that we're just living our life, right? But meanwhile, someone else is finding courage because they watch us refuse to quit. Imagine, imagine if one of us decided today, um, I'm going to become the example I wish I had. Imagine what would happen in our homes, in our workplaces, in our communities, our business, di ba? Not because we become perfect overnight, but because we believe and we became intentional. Guys, be intentional. Make sure it's a good intention. Kai, ang blessing, it will pour into you. Have a good intention. And that's one of the reason I love what we do. Yes, we provide you step-by-step training. We provide you all you need to be successful in this business. But more importantly, guys, we help people become leaders here, not just leaders with big titles. No, we do leaders here with big heart. Guys, we do leaders with big hearts here. And that's why I love our digital business. Diba, guys? So we we do like people over here, people people who serve. That's our leaders with big hearts. People we serve who serves, people who encourage, people who lift others up, and people those like whose actions makes other believe that maybe I can do it too. And isn't that one of the greatest gifts we can leave behind? Not just success, guys, not just achievement, but a life that quietly gives other people permission to dream bigger, to become stronger, to keep going, right? Because, guys, it's amazing. Help each other, guys. Don't put them all down. Before to end tonight's live, I'd love to hear from you also. Um, Comment one way you're leading by example today. So maybe you're working hard for your family, that's one of them. Or maybe you're just studying after a long shift. I'm going to do it after here. And maybe you're choosing kindness in a difficult season. Or maybe you're learning a new skills. Maybe you're learning a new skills even though it's uncomfortable. Or maybe you're simply refusing to give up. No act here is too small, okay? Because someone somewhere is watching your courage. And it might become the reason they find their own. Remember this, the loudest leadership, the loudest leadership doesn't comes from our voice. It comes from the life we choose to live every single day. And have a wonderful evening to all of you. And thank you so much for watching my live tonight or watching my replay. And I'll see you tomorrow night for another conversation from my heart. And I can't wait to spend that time with you all here. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful evening. Bye.